It's a fantabulous afternoon on Gossip Gala. Welcome, my besties. How are you guys doing? I mean, it's Friday again, and I'm super excited to jump into the weekend. So I'm just wondering, what's your weekend gonna look like? What's the plan for the weekend? I mean, I would want to know. Are you planning to go and see that boy? Tell me so that I can come prepared. You understand? And or if you're planning to go and probably go to church like me, just go probably like on a Saturday, go and kaba sometime. Even though some people do not believe me, but it's fine. My name is God's Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe, aka Plenty, aka Gossip Body, aka Olori Gossip, aka Olori Vibes. On this one, I'm putting on my agbada very well loaded because like this now, I'm a queen. Take it or I leave it. You understand? All right, I'm here with my home girl. You already know, the sweetheart, the sugar pie, the baby. I actually think, this is not me thinking. I know for sure that she's sweeter than honey. See, on this one, you can argue with your keyboard. You understand? Somto in the building. Hey, come on. How are you?
I'm good.
See how you're
I'm
dashing.
fine.
So you going to carry your thinking glasses. I don't understand. Are you prepared for today's video?
I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
Oh my God. What's your weekend looking like? Tell me.
I'm an inside person. I
Okay.
love my inside life so much. So
Inside eye.
movies, eating, binge watching. That's all I'm doing this weekend. Really, I just want to rest. I want to have
love
my
it.
time.
I love it.
That's it.
I mean, I feel like we are almost on the same shoe, yeah. Just except the fact that I think on Saturday I'll be going, to go and worship God. I mean, prepare for Sunday. Like I said earlier, even though some people are looking at me, some are. Trust me when I say I care less. You understand? I do not really care. But I mean, I was taken to social media, yeah, and there's something I saw.
Okay.
So they're asking this lady if there's this normal culture or this Nigerian thing that all ladies need to get married, but you have to hasten up and all of that. And they're asking her, okay, what if at the end of the day, probably you get to a certain age and you know that you can't get married, right? What would you result to? Guess what? This babe said, it's an avenue for me to explore. So this is her saying that, now all of us be a shower. This is not me saying anything, but I mean that's literally what she said. So I would want to ask you that same question. If at the end of the day, I know this is just be, it's an if. Do you get what I'm saying?
If just in case,
exactly. Just in case anything can happen, life happens.
I
Yeah.
mean, I would have gone her direction.
Hey,
I would just have maybe adopted, to have someone to keep me company, someone to train, someone that would just be with me, maybe just like one child or something. She went all the way. She's like, since I'm not bound to anybody,
explore.
I'm gonna explore.
So for you just adopt kids?
Yeah, probably. I'm say kids. Kid. One child.
Why one?
I want one child.
Like even if you get
Originally, I
married-
want one child. Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't you think there'll be like side effects to it? The fact that this person would feel like alone, there's no brother, there's no sister.
I think
If you yourself grow like on your, assuming you were just you, your parents and just you and not your siblings, how do you
Okay.
think you would have coped? Do you think you would have been fine?
looking at my family now, I won't be happy as the only child. But I mean, there are some parents, like I will be that type of parents who knows how to deal with a single child. Single children are not supposed to be locked up in the home, or they're not supposed to be maybe someone that you will not really speak to, or that they're just playing by themselves. You get what I mean? I mean, like first, when you have just one child, you have to, as a parent, you have to be open to other relationships and friendships outside, so that maybe your child can maybe do sleepover, or you take your child to maybe your sister's place, or you shall have to be that kind of open parent. And I believe that that's how I'm going to be, because I'm not changing my mind on that. I'm not changing.
I feel you. I feel like it would be it would be same. Yeah, I've always loved kids from like, oh my God. I remember when I was pretty small, I used to tell my mom that I want to give birth to like 12 kids, and honestly, this is me being honest with you.
Yeah, I can relate actually.
I would always tell her that I want to give birth to like plenty children. So for me, it was more like the fantasy of, this person saying, hi mama, I want this, and this one saying, hey, hi mama, I need this. So there's just this sweet thing that I just feel about it. But as it is like this, looking at the economy.
You were even
looking at the economy.
Honestly.
When I had that kind of mentality and all of these things, like I said, I was pretty small, yeah. But growing up, so I think we kind of changed the environment. So we moved into this place where, like, I think at the back side of the street, we had like it was close to Canal. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're like people that were staying around there. They're staying in this Paco house and all of that. You're not even feeding well. You see a girl, let me just say, a lady that probably like 23, 24, 25. She's already having like two, three children, very, very small. Like if you see how they are, you will know that this one just give themselves probably one year, right? Now look at the environment she's staying in. She's not even okay. She's not. I mean, you would hardly even see those kind of people. Many of them there, they're not even putting on good clothes. You always see them tying wrapper, and I think that's why I have it. And I have, and I'm so angry when I see people tie wrapper. Honestly speaking, so let me take that one out because that's a different story entirely. But back on this, right? You see how tie wrapper, then the children, you always see them naked most of the time. They're not putting on clothes,
Yeah.
right? Even during school hours, you still see them at home, probably playing with sand and all of those things. And that's because there's not money, right? They're not. She cannot fund their bills and all of that. I don't even know who the father is. But this particular story I'm telling you now, this it's not just one person. They are like 5, 6 of girls or ladies like that in that area. Do you get? So what am I saying? I feel like when I grew up to see those kind of things, it kind of shaped the amount of kids I would want, because I'm like, okay, why is a lady? I mean, you don't have enough. You're already having 4, 5 children that you cannot cater for. You have not finished taking care of yourself. You're already having this plenty. I was so pissed, like, till we left that area. Any day I see them, it's a remembrance for me that Oga, no born past the one that you can train. Do you
Thank
get what
you.
I'm saying? So even right now, even if I have money more than Dangote, or even as like how the amount Dangote has right now, I don't think I want to give birth past two. Mistake three, pass like that.
You know, if you
Honestly
notice, it's
speaking,
mostly people that actually don't have money that give birth anyhow.
too much.
You see those people on the roadside every day. Someone has a new child with them, and it's not supposed to be
It's
so.
not supposed to
I
be
don't
so.
understand if they're not getting the fact that you're not supposed to. Like me, I always had this motion in my head that you cannot bring someone to the world that you cannot take care of. Someone
do
that
it.
you cannot,
Nah.
you can't fend. So I don't believe that you just be giving birth anyhow. This is where your thinking comes to
Come
you
to
know
play,
it comes
yeah.
to play. So I don't know why people keep doing that. I feel like most of the rich people already have sense. You just see them with maybe like two, three
So
children.
they
Really,
not do pass like that.
I'm not even a fan of even numbers. I want originally the only even number I actually wanted was 10. That's why I
Oh,
say
wow.
I can relate. I can relate because I even told I want 10 children. And funny enough, I didn't even really want girls because I believe like girls are stressed,
Yeah,
and
of course,
I wanted
I want
more
guys. I want
of
the
the
boys.
males.
Yes.
But then as I like at the point where I am now, I obviously consider the economy, and then I was like, do I really want to start with the schooling and the training? And I was like, let me just have one. I concluded on one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an even person.
I feel you.
And all of that. So I think these are things that we should put in play before.
You see, speaking to this thing, you just made me remember, because I remember having a conversation around this when I was working on the radio, right? And I remember what somebody said. So it's the mindset some people have, like, and this is the mindset. God will give us the bikini and go train them.
Hey, who has such mindset?
Hey, have you? Come on, don't do that. See, there are people that think like this. I'm not even joking. Like, this is not cap
That's
here.
new and
They are,
that's
hey,
wild. That's
you need to go and check these people. I'm not trying. Let me not call tribes here, but honestly speaking, they will tell you, God will give us the picking. Now God go train them. Is it coming from heaven? I want to understand it. Is it? Probably there's an amount that sends to your account that the rest of us doesn't know. Probably there's a manner somewhere that it's just funny, but it's not funny. Honestly,
it is not
speaking.
funny at all. If that's the mentality, please change it.
Honestly,
change
it
those
needs to be
mentality.
worked on. All right, let's quickly go over to the readers, please. Okay, who is your father's only sister's sister-in-law? This is quite easy,
It's
actually.
quite easily from the usual. It's like they heard my message.
Who is your father's only
Your
sister's
father's only
sister-in-law?
sister.
All right, let's quickly go on a short break to come back with On the Street of Social Media. Stay with me. Thanks for staying with me. So it's on the street of social media. All right, the first one on the street is quite interesting. And it says, any man who argues price with a waiter during a first date is a red flag. So this is said by a Gen Z spokesman. Let's quickly watch this video together.
Wait to as a guy, you carry girl go out for the first time. Girl will be so they ask her to make she be your girlfriend. You carry her go out for the first time. She chop, you chop, everybody. Now just have good time together. Time don't reach to pay. Now you can't tell waitress, say me waitress tell you how much she buy. Waitress tell you say you buy 100K. You can't they follow waitress they argue say your money not reach like that. You can't carry calculator. You can't they calculator. You can't tell the waitress, say make she go bring her paper, call where she take calculate 100K. Say you want calculator by yourself, whether not really 100K you buy, my brother, you be red flag. You be red canopy. Twirly for you. Because I don't see the reason why make you go you're the disgrace girl where you just carry for the first time go out. You're the disgrace son openly. Openly. Better red flag. Anybody will do that kind of thing now. Red, better red canopy now you be.
My brother, you be red canopy.
Oh my god.
What do you have to say to this video?
She has a good point.
Hey,
Actually,
oh yeah, tell me.
come on. You're taking me on a date, our first date. I'm sure some of these men say it must have taken them a lot of time to even convince you to go on
And not
such
to
dates.
confuse
Okay,
you.
so I finally agreed to go on the date with you. You picked the place, you picked the venue where we're going to have this first date. And then, we're all looking all dressed, looking all ready. And then all of a sudden, after eating, you are arguing price in a restaurant. Not a market, though. Restaurant. If it was market, I can understand. Because then some people just tend to just be blowing price out of proportion in the market. But this is a restaurant. Nobody prices in the restaurants. Well, you believe that I believe that if you're going to a restaurant, you have the money to go to a restaurant. I'm serious. Because you don't, not if most people don't really. At least restaurants I go to, most people don't even really carry cash. If you carry cash in hand, that's like, it's looking like you're just looking somehow. You bring your card, your credit card, you're like, okay, I want to buy this, you understand? So why, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, wow.
You're actually embarrassing me. I won't even go on a second date to talk about even keep in contact. I'll just be very,
So
I can't look at it in another light.
wait. The fact that he felt like he was cheated and he said, okay, let me just check. You go tell me the price of these things again. More check calculator. Was that bad? That's what it is.
When you're paying for something, I don't know what type of restaurant they went to, but when they're paying for something, they always give you receipts, right? Maybe he just asks, okay, please, can you just tell me how much this and this and this is in a polite manner? Like, not that, okay, you
Not like you're
bring,
arguing.
or you're bringing your phones and say, let me calculate this, let me use my, you're telling me one by one, and maybe you're raising your voice, you're screaming or something like this. If probably it's a joke, I'll probably understand, okay, it's a joke. But not see, okay, when you're starting to argue with this person and I put it in my mouth and I'm like, oh, are you okay? That is fine, really. And then you're like, no, these prices. And I'm like, in front of people. Let's not forget, it's a restaurant. I emphasis on restaurant. I believe restaurant setting is supposed to be one of like, you're calm, elegance. You're supposed to like, you're coming here, you have
Very
the money,
mindful, very classy, very demure.
Very demure. So you understand? So I don't, if it, like I said, if it was a market setting, I would understand. People price in market, that's understandable. But most people, it's not common in a restaurant. So you're embarrassing me and you're embarrassing yourself. And such cannot just happen to me. I will leave you.
Oh my god. So what I would actually say, what I want to say is this, right? So before we now even get to the place of you being shocked that not be only mineral and gala we chop, now you tell me say 100K. I would first of all believe that you actually past the menu, right? Or probably you've seen the varieties of dishes that they have, right? So if they are telling you, oh, how many portion and all of those things, I believe you should be asking the prices. It's no big deal. Oh, I want to get, okay, give me this rice, give me this native rice. How much is it? How much is it for, a portion? It's not a bad thing. Do the math yourself, right? Than having to behave like Dagaban and you now say, okay, give me this, give me that, give me the other one. Like that girl that they said paid 3-5 for. Is it Azu? Yeah. I mean, that's actually very funny. So, like I said, I think if you are being cautious of the amount of food, the amount you have in your account, and you don't want to like spend all, I think it's important that when you get there, you ask the prices of those things. Like, Bro, it's not big deal for you
See.
for you to actually ask the prices.
You know what? This is where preparation comes in. I believe you're asking me on a date. You must have planned or you planned all these things, right? You're the one that picked this venue. It's not as if I'm the one that gave you the place so that we're going to, sit down and eat. So you'd have looked into this thing. You can't, or maybe you went to somewhere that he's not familiar with. You go to a restaurant that he normally wouldn't go to.
No more.
So I believe you should be familiar with this thing. You should know, okay, this is my budget for this thing. Probably as a first day, let me try and impress her. You have to, this is planning. You cannot. I don't know why we're still on this topic here. Because I believe he's wrong. You have to plan for a date. You have to impress. It's your first emphasis on first date.
So is it by first date?
I'm probably see. Like I said, we don't even know what he took him to even get this girl. The girl could have been someone who gave him stress. Like someone who was not even giving him face in the beginning. So now you got this guy and this is what you are doing. I'm so sorry for you. It's a red canopy. Nah.
Oh my Lord. All right, let's quickly check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. All right, this one says, this is what the country has turned into. Anybody can wake up senseless to rush on Instagram to drop senseless content and also dress like a victim of red flag. So say something so senseless as this. My fellow Nigerian youth, please be more productive with interesting content.
Let them blow now.
Wahala. All right, let's get the next one on, please. Okay, essential. Men, before you feel bad about she said, remember, she no get light and she no fit afford gen. She's wearing a 15K wig, that's 15,000 naira. That dress na 3K for a thrift store. And as a lady, I can tell you this lady has no class. So men, view this video as a comedy skit. So you see now that nobody's really even paying, like, they're not taking her serious.
That's what I was about to say. I did not taking her serious because of the way she presented herself in terms of her dressing, the way she looks, the way she spoke.
Because they're not hitting.
I'm supporting what she said. I'm not even against how she came about it. I'm supporting what she said because if it's me, I won't take it.
So what I would say is it depends on the way he actually said it. Do you get what? Do you know that she that's coming to say it? We Nigerians, we actually like to add spices to it. She can just add in her own pepper and salt. It might not even be the way she's saying it, right? So it might just be that the guy was shocked, which is absolutely normal, right? And probably is like, okay, you know what? Bring. Can I get a calculator? Let's actually check the price of this thing. Do you think that's bad?
Like I said, I mentioned in the beginning, maybe it's a joke. Okay, maybe I'd have used more than just a joke if it was a joke. Obviously, the way you said it, how calmly you said it, or how that's still okay. Like it's understandable. Maybe if I even heard the price, so I'd be like, oh, is this up to? Can we know how it's going? That's understandable. But I mean, like you said, the way she portrayed it as if the guy was actually arguing. With the back and forth about the price, that's a different case entirely. That one is a no.
She's just trying to hit the nail on the head by saying, why would a guy take me to a restaurant and we finish eating and you now want to press calculator to know what was bought, so that you know that the lady in question, that's the waiter, is not cheating you, So she's like, why you go do that kind of thing? You're supposed to be OBO, supposed to just pay once you hear the price.
Because OB does not mean I will overspend.
Exactly. That's what it just means actually. All right, let's get the next comment on, please. Okay. This one says, it's only right he calculated because most of us have fallen victim to these waiters that inflict bills so that they can take their cut. There is nothing wrong there. If you don't want him, you simply tell him, and of course you are not the one paying. That's why you don't understand. Do you get the story now? Next one, please. That should be the last one. Okay, Veronica's daughter says she doesn't have light. She's doing this video in the dark, just like her brain, dark. Woo! She's used to D-boys who spend stolen money. Make my man no calculate. Make I see how he won't take arrange our life. Okay.
Awa.
This one took it
Our
to the
life.
highest level. All right, let's quickly talk about the
Oh.
next story, which is my 6-year-old's daughter. My 6-year-old daughter's academic performance has deteriorated since we moved from Nigeria to the UK. Photographer cries out. So let me quickly read out those tweets before we expand shit. All right, it says, please parent here, please parent here. How are we coping with the school curriculum in this country? My daughter just finished year 1, and sincerely, she's worse academically than she was before we came here. All they take seriously is phonics. Story alone. What are we doing? What can I do? Next one, please. So he went further to say earlier in year 1, they would always separate her from others to teach her phonics for like 1 to 2 hours daily. So my fear is that she might be missing other things while they are focusing on phonics as per immigrant accent must go. Next one, please. That's the last one. Then it says, my daughter could read 1 to 999 and multiplication table as at 4 years old. Now she doesn't remember what is next after 199 and doesn't even remember 2 times 1 at 6-year-old. Fear don't they catch me, oh. What do you think he should do? Because I mean, like I can kind of understand the angle is coming from here. I mean, having to leave Nigeria to the UK, where everybody believe that if you go there, they have good educational system. There's no how you will not fail and all of these things. So only for me to take my daughter now from here from Nigeria down to the UK, since we are now like living there, we've relocated, yeah. And now, I mean, the fact that she's there, instead of her to be progressing, she's actually, academically, she's going down, it's becoming worse. What do you think he should do?
Usually, when parents see that their child isn't doing well academically or seems to be reducing in terms of sense, with that change school, you take your child back to Nigeria. If you feel the best education is in Nigeria, I mean, unless he doesn't have, everybody relocated, he doesn't have any other person you can drop in Nigeria, then you look for other schools, because we can't, if you leave your child there, she's not going to improve anyway. Like, look at her, she's 6 years old and she doesn't know what's after 199.
Right.
That's really bad. That's really bad. So I feel probably should look into other schools.
So what I would say is, I think they are like here in Nigeria and outside the country, the teaching style is kind of different, and I feel like they are a bit slower because they take their time in teaching their kids. Than here, that there are a lot of things that we don't pay attention to. Like, see him emphasizing on phonics, that they take 1 to 2 hours teaching phonics. Yeah, Nigeria, how many schools even have phonics as a subject? Do you get what I'm saying? We just have English and that's it. It just takes a school that is intentional for them to add phonics to whatever whatever subjects that they already have, or include it to the subjects they are already offering. Do you get what I'm saying? So we here in Nigeria, they don't really pay attention. So what I would suggest is it does is, first of all, and another thing again, I feel like most parents don't like get, is the fact that I understand that you're taking your children to school so that they can learn. The truth is, after they have learned there, when they come home, you should also do your own, your own lessons as well. Also educate them, see what they have done in school, and try to impact on them more. Because the truth is, when it's one teacher that is taking a lot of students, right? So it takes an intentional parent, an intentional teacher to now study each and every student that he or she is taking, right, and know how to now teach that person, because the way you will teach A is different from the way you teach B. Every children has their own way of learning, and that's why I feel like there's nobody that is dumb, or there's no dull person. Because the truth is, if this child, you just need to explain for this child to understand. Another child, you need to think to that child for the child to understand. And I feel like that's something that they do outside the country. Like I said, their system is a bit slow. So they take their time. They ensure that, okay, they carry all the children along. And the fact that the child is like someone that just left here in Nigeria to the US, to the UK rather, I feel like they also want to make sure that she's speaking well. Because the truth is, once she can speak well, you'll be able to now learn how to write, because now you're pronouncing words properly. So I feel like they like I said, they're just taking things slow.
Probably
so he needs to just understand that they are teaching parents' style is quite different there,
Yes.
and probably also get a Nigerian teacher as well that understand these two styles of teaching, and probably that way the child will probably get better in
Yeah, I feel
learning.
like he's just panicking. I mean, it's quite sad to see his child in Nigeria was doing very okay, just for him to take her abroad, and she's
I feel
So I feel maybe he should actually just maybe calm down, try to understand her curriculum. Probably she will get better. Maybe
Definitely,
she's
she
also
will.
adjusting to the new environment, and
Exactly.
maybe it's taking a turn on her. So just give it time before we conclude or before he concludes or anything really.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, let's quickly go on a short break to come back with our beautiful, beautiful guests. I mean, I can't wait to actually get them on the table. So stay with me, because coming back is a hot gossip rather. Stay with me.
Hi, it's your girl, Little Rose, and I'm giving a shout out to Gossip Gala. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Craze, aka Craze Clan, aka Did This Shock You, aka Papa Ade, and you are watching Gossip Gala. The gist is the gala. Chop 'em.
Hi, I'm Abigail Tiwala Nubi. Shout out to Gossip Gala.
Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking. It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future, yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you.
One of our major problems as Nigerians is we the Nigerians. So the fact that we don't care or love ourselves, we don't care or love our country, we have no loyalty to anyone. We always, and when we have issues in Nigeria, when issues come up, we throw the religious and ethnic, cards to suit our personal and selfish desires. When it comes to election, you are my brother. But when I get into government and I'm eating, I don't try to bring you who is educated and fit for the position, but rather I'll give it to someone who will give me a cut. So we do all these things for selfish desires. And that is how we've gotten to where we are. Because if you are not able to be honest and have high morals and integrity, when it gets to the point of also, when you have stained your hands, it now becomes almost impossible for you to be the same person who will sit on that seat and be part of a committee that they will put together to persecute someone because your hands are dirty.
The truth is, there's really no science to preventing suicide. It hasn't been found. I think the reason it hasn't been found is because it's something that happens to the person on their own. But when people die by suicide, then you realize that there's someone close to them who knew what they were going through. Someone in his family knew that he'd been depressed. It might not be a lot of people in the family, but somebody knew. There's someone he told. There's a friend that knows too, that was just always there saying, fighting, I'm here for you, if you need anything. Or maybe they don't even have to say it in that way, but there's one person aware. So at the end of the day, because there is no way to directly say this person is going to die, I think that the most that we can do is try to for us that are leaving, for the rest of the people that are still hearing us, that are still considering it, to say, because we know that one person is aware, maybe you can take the step for yourself to tell maybe a professional to get you the help that you need. Because someone like CEO of Conga, he's exposed, he's traveled, he's seen the world, he has money, he has a family. He knows that suicide isn't the way out. That's not the message that it was thinking of at the end of the day. So I just want to say that, like, the person that's out there, you know, that knows that this is what it is for you, just try and, you know, it changes life. It keeps going. Try and get the help that you need. That's what I can say.
Hi, my name is Rata Ariman, that of our hair goddess, and this is Gossip Gala.
Hello guys, my name is Larry Hector, your favorite fashion and lifestyle content creator, and you're currently watching Gossip Gala. Keep watching, guys. Do not move a muscle. Ciao.
Hi guys, you already know it's a girl B to the E to the E to the E to Y period. And shout out to Gossip Gala. Love you.
Welcome. How you guys feeling? I mean, we've done part 1, yeah, and we're in the herd gossip right now. I'm super excited because my guests are with me finally. Is it Lagos traffic here? If Lagos traffic was a person, I'm very sure by now we go down beat them. We go down do protests on top of your head, you understand? But I mean, it's an exciting one. So I'm here to introduce my beautiful guests. I mean, they were the, you know, part of the housemates for Big Brother Nigeria season 9, and oh, do I say it's so sad? But I mean, I would like to hear their opinions on what they think. I mean, after coming out from the Big Brother's house and all of that. But I have here with me Chinne and Ne.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, we didn't do this. So we have this called, it's a culture thing. Okay. Love it. Okay. Love it. Yes. When you have the girls in the house, you know. So tell me a bit about the journey. How was it like? I mean, before you guys like got into the house, you know, how was it like? I would like to know. I'd like to hear yours as well. So let's start with you.
Okay, so we are just regular people on a normal day, and we always, like me, I always wanted to be like, go for BBN. I've been trying every year. I kept on auditioning for
years?
like 8 years.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so I kept on auditioning, and then luck came this time, and you know, I just like, okay, let me just audition. It's not as if I know that they are going to choose me, but let me just audition so that I won't feel guilty on that day when I see everybody walking up the stage, and then I'll be like, oh my God, if I had known, I would have auditioned. So I auditioned, and wow, and the rest is history. Yeah.
How about you? Tell me, how was the journey like?
Okay, actually my aunt,
okay,
she's the one, like she said, she's been wanting to go for Big Brother for a long time, for the longest time. So she's the person that came up with the idea, and she reached out to me. Initially, I wasn't the biggest fan. Okay, I was dragging my feet. I felt like the things that I had going on were more important. But down the line, a few weeks later, another friend of mine came and told me, let's audition for Big Brother. Then I remembered my aunt that has always wanted to go for it. I told him, okay, if my aunt says no, then I would go ahead with you. But I asked my aunt, and she was like, let's do it. Let's do the audition right now. And that's how we ended up doing the audition, and that's how we ended up in the Big Brother house. So it's one of luck, immense luck, I would say.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about strategy, yeah? Because, I mean, having to go for a show like that, I want to believe that you have a strategy, or you must have a plan. Okay, that when we get there, this is what we are going to do. I mean, look at the Double K. I was talking about them just yesterday. So I don't know what the strategy is for them. Is it that they are going there to go and, behave like, okay, we are not married, we are just there? Do you get what I'm saying? So I would want to know what the strategy is like. Because, I mean, when I was checking through the comment section about when you guys, like, are on, you will hear people say that, I don't know why Chinne is actually calling the her other person, that's you, her auntie, and all of these things. Is it a strategy? Is it really like her aunt? Like, why you bring? Some people are like, why you bringing the whole auntie vibes into it? That it does not really make sense. It's not part of the show. But I would like to know, what was the strategy like?
Yeah, but that's actually how we are in real life.
Oh,
so
okay.
I call her auntie. if my elder brother calls her auntie, every of my siblings, we all call her auntie because that's what she is. She's our aunt. Yeah, so it wasn't a strategy. It's just natural to us, and it's one of the reasons actually why we got picked.
Okay.
I feel like because of that unique, relationship
the
between the both of us. That's the reason why we even got chosen in the first place. So it wasn't a strategy. Our strategy actually was just to be ourselves.
Original.
Yes, be original, authentic. And just be ourselves, not to, try, let other people trample on us or try to influence us in a way that we start behaving like other people. No, just to be ourselves, honestly.
Okay, I love it, yeah. So let's talk a bit about, having been there now, what do you think you guys did, or probably fumbled that made you guys leave the house quite early?
Well, I don't think we did anything wrong.
Okay.
I just think that they were scared of us and a little bit of revenge.
Okay.
Yes, so we didn't do any. In fact, we even when we came, everybody was happy with us. Like you guys are so good.
Well.
You guys did well. Like luck was on our side. The first day we came in, immediately we got the custodian title. The next week HOH and every other wins too that we had. Right. So I don't think we did anything. I just think that they were scared of us. Like we were threats to them and. A little bit of revenge. So that's just it. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about now the rest of the housemates in the house, right? Who do you think would actually win at the end of the day? First of all, let's start with who do you think has the best strategy in the house right now? Like you think that with this person's strategy, then go win. Get the matter won't be.
Okay, so initially I was thinking, okay, everybody's just being themselves, but now like it's been 2 weeks I'm out of the house, right? So I feel like Mbadiwe twins. These guys
they have something of their
businessmen.
Yes,
They're businessmen because especially Ozzy. This moment is with this person. The next moment is here. The next moment, guy, rest. Like
Calm
rest.
down.
So I understand like he's trying to play the game, and I'm applauding him for it. So
how about you? Who do you think?
Actually, mine is going to be a little bit biased because I want Mbadiwe twins to win.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I feel like we had the closest bond with them in the house. Actually, our time in the house was very short. We just spent 2 weeks, but within that 2 weeks, we had the closest bond with the Mbadiwe twins. So I'm actually rooting for them.
I love it. So who do you?
Also, Double K. Yes, I coming out and hearing that they are not only in a relationship but they are married.
Yeah.
And actually, the public seems to like the strategy. So I feel like they have a very good chance also.
I love it. So tell me one person or people like, since you guys are impaired now. Tell me a pair that you think would literally leave the house as soon as possible. Probably this weekend.
The pair we wanted them to leave they left last week, so we just
can you
imagine
imagine?
that person well.
Exactly.
I love it. I'm so much excited to have you guys on this one, right? And I can't wait for us to dive into the main conversation. So let's quickly dive in.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready to gossip?
Yes.
Oh yeah, now let's gossip. All right, so let's come back to the first on the hot gossip now. The first one, the first story says the demure trend, right? Why believers need to be very careful about jumping into trends. Now, this is said by a businesswoman. She was warning Nadia, warning Vicky James. You know this video where Vicky James was serving her husband. She's like very demure, very mindful, very classy, and all of this thing. Now, she came out to say, let me quickly read out this tweet, then we'll all dissect it together.
Okay.
She says, we believers need to be very careful about jumping on trends. Yesterday, I found out the source of the very demure trend is a trans person. Guess what? Due to the popularity of it, this person has made a lot of earnings, which would be used to finance his full transition. So she is saying that, how can you be a Christian and be doing very demure, very this? You don't know, say, person we're doing, a person where they do hello, how are you? And I mean, a guy doing hello and how are you? It's more like you are now supporting, what he's doing, right? I would like to hear your opinion. What do you think about it? Let's start with you.
Okay, so for me, I feel like we need to take a chill pill. Everything is not, like we are not assistant Jesus.
I mean,
like everybody have their own way they sin, and they're just being crucified because they sin differently. So let's just allow people breathe. Like, okay, you want to use the word. Like, it's not even among the 10 commandments God gave us, right?
Yeah.
So have you finished keeping those commandments that God gave you? And then is this?
I mean,
people should just breathe. It's not that deep.
Exactly.
For me, that's just my opinion. If you ask
How
me.
about you? Let me hear.
Yeah, it's very similar to what she just said. I feel like they saw the trend, they liked it, and they went ahead to create their own versions of it, which is normal and which is what we do every day. Like, when you see a trend, you don't start trying to trace back to know the first person that did it. Then try to get their background. Are they a sinner? Are they not a sinner? Like no one does that. So let everybody live in community, just like how the Lord wants it in the Bible, honestly.
So because of this particular story, let's talk about the transgenders now. What are your thoughts about those people?
Honestly, I feel live and let live.
Oh, okay.
Let everybody be themselves, honestly, because you're not in their shoes. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know how it feels like to be in their shoes.
Right.
Yes, because God created you a certain way and you feel perfect, in that form. Doesn't mean another person will feel
has to be like that.
Exactly. So I am not in their shoes, and I have I cannot judge or I cannot give an opinion when I'm not even in their shoes. So
how about you?
So for me, I feel like it's okay. They're adults, right? Everybody has like freedom of do whatever you want to do. They have their reasons. So I feel like once you're an adult, you have a reason for whatever actions you choose to, So I mean, they should just let everybody breathe. It's not that deep.
Do you think the LGBTQ should be allowed here in Nigeria?
I don't know. Everybody should just do whatever they like. At the last day, it's God that will judge. That's just it. So let's stop judging. You do this one. You behind closed doors. We don't even know the worst things that you do.
I mean,
so just let people just leave. That's just it. Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. Okay. Enchanting Pearl says, just say after me, I will never be a religious slave. I choose my life to be at peace with myself and my environment. Demure.
Of course.
Of course. Next one for the road, please. Okay. This one says, I'm not sure. Whatever that is. Say she even know what's in the demure means safe. Madam, you know too demure as you think I'm more. Zukwani Ike.
As the rest. It's not that deep.
Oh my God. Next one, please. Okay. Truth Talker says, did I ask you to spend on me? Now waiting them me yesterday. I will send the rest of life updating. Okay, I don't think this is part of the story. Next one, please. Okay, so that's all. Let's quickly move over to the next story that we have. This one says, South African man apologizes after Nigerians generously reciprocated their kind gesture. Okay, let me quickly explain this now. So, I really don't know what the South Africans were thinking, right? But they're supposed to understand that what a South African can do, Nigerians can do better. So let me quickly give this. Now, this guy came out to say that he came on X, right? And he just posted and he said, when I'm bored, I request in Nigeria. Now, you don't have a business to do. It's not like you need a boat to take you anywhere, right? You just decide by yourself with yourself that, okay, anytime I'm bored, this is what I do. So I think he came out to do this. Another person too from South Africa posted the same thing. I said, even me too. People like say our two, they think the same thing. Guess what? Nigerians now started. Okay, now so you want them. Now let's start. So Nigerians still stay ordering their own ride, even when they're not going anywhere. It became so bad to the extent that they will even order food. Yes, they order food and tell the person, go to so place and go and give them. So it went too bad that they even tell them, you don't reach there. Or you tell them, say they find one tall auntie. Tell them, say, that tall auntie wear black.
That's extreme.
Yes. So this person didn't have a choice than to come out and say, I beg. I understand that Nigerians can be no vex for us. We are sorry, right? What do you have to say to this whole challenge? I would like, let's start with you.
Honestly, I feel like they picked. I feel
like
they
the wrong country.
Exactly, because Nigeria is way more populous than South Africa is. So it's a way more people. They are going. When it's time to retaliate, just like they are retaliating now. So I feel like we are going to overpower them.
Definitely.
Yes, because I'm just beginning to understand this. I've been seeing it online, but I didn't quite get the gist up until now. So I feel like the apology he did the Nigerians accept it?
Everybody has actually stopped. The trend has come down a bit, but that doesn't mean some people will not still do extra. You understand?
It's so sad.
If you apologize, you cannot apologize to everybody. There's people that are still pissed by it.
Yes. I feel like they messed with the wrong country, the wrongest country. Actually, no. Nigerians.
Once
we come out, we come all out. Right. So it's quite sad.
How about you?
Okay, so me, first of all, I'll ask, they didn't nude? Like, they would have nude,
They would
like...
have nude on time.
Like, you don't mess with Nigerians, but I just feel like all this South African, Ghana fight here and there, we are all one. Like, we're all one. Like, I feel like there are better things we could do, even like team up with this energy instead of every time, okay, South African, I'm South African, I'm Nigerian, always, throwing challenges at each other. Like, you guys should like bring it down and just know that we are all one. Like, but Nigeria, we are still the giant of Africa. So.
I mean,
exactly.
take it to the bank, bro. I don't really check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. Okay. This one says South Africans have to go on national TV to apologize to Nigeria. Else, these aren't ending soon. Don't play, else you're gonna learn the hard way. That's giving me a BDM vibe.
Yes,
BDM vibe. You're gonna learn, bro. Alright, this one says by Kachi Stan. It says South Africa has 50 million plus population, whereas Nigeria has 200 million plus population. How on earth do you think you can beat jobless Nigerian youth who are times 4 your population? Hey, it's the jobless for me.
Oh my God.
It's true. It's only jobless people that start doing all those kind of things. Oh my God. All right, let's get the next one. All right, MC Reborn says, if we Nigerians can unite like this and elect the right leaders or hold them accountable without religion or tribe differences, I swear this country will be a better place.
Yes,
do you agree?
I agree 100%. Like, let's channel this energy into something that is going to help us change our country for the better.
But we did that in protest and nothing happened.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say about that. Because it's true, what you just said is right, but I feel like maybe we should... Anyways, we always do that. We always come out, we always protest, but... Yes.
Our effort doesn't just show.
Yes, exactly. It's quite sad.
Effective.
It's quite sad. But I feel like if we keep on pushing, it's going to get to an extent that change that we're looking for, at least a small percentage, we're going to get there and get better than we are right now.
So speaking to this whole thing, what do you think about this deal that we just had recently, the Ogun State and the Chinese people? They have seized another presidential jet now in Canada.
Oh.
Yes, actually, they have.
Didn't hear about that.
Oh, no, I'm telling you. I mean, that's why it's gossip. We are gossiping. All right, let's quickly get the next comment on, please. Okay, this one says Nigerians are like the tribes, where if you go deeper, Ibadan and Oyo have their own beef, but will smoke at outside. Okay, Anambra and others have beef with Ebonyi but smile outside. Hausas have beef with Fulanis but smile outside. If you come for one because of that presumed beef, they go use you settle the beef. We might fight ourselves, but never would we allow an outsider try it. The Niger spirit past come from Bamin. Allah walai.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. When Nigerians decide to come together,
it's a strong
I'm
force.
sorry. I'm sorry for whoever it is. Yeah.
All right, next one, please. All right, so that's all the comments we have on that particular story. Let's quickly go on a short break to come back with the hottest gossip. Stay with me.
Hey there, what's poppin'? Abayomi Alvin here, content creator, actor, producer, filmmaker, and keep it locked down. Gossip Gala. Don't change that, so,
It's your favorite dancer, band dancer, and I'm giving a special shout out to Gossip Gala. Keep watching, stay tuned.
Shout out to Gossip Gala. Keep doing the good work. Keep giving us the tea. And yes, well done.
Thanks for staying with me. So it's the hottest gossip. Drum rolls, please. Come on. I'm just wondering, why haven't you commented? Like, I mean, you've been following me since the beginning of this program. You've not liked, you've not shared, you've not commented. You've not told somebody to tell another person to tell another person. Come on now. Are you sure you're not the Jesus in this problem? Because, I mean, the way I'm looking at you with one eye. Welcome back, my loves. All right, so it's the hottest gossip. The story we have here is the savage killing of Sokoto monarch won't go without a decisive response, and that was said by President Tinubu. So let me quickly read out this particular you know, this write up so that everybody gets the story properly. So it starts with State House press release. President Tinubu mourns Sokoto traditional ruler Alhaji Issa Bawa. Now, President Bola Tinubu strongly condemns the strategic circumstances leading to the passing of His Royal Highness Alhaji Issa Bawa, the district head of Gatawa district of Sabon Birin local government area of Sokoto state. President Tinubu described the savage attack on the traditional ruler as deeply disturbing and I think heinous and a heinous act that will not go without a decisive response. Now, the president extends his profound condolences to the bereaved family, the Gobra Emirates, and the government of Sokoto State. So, I mean, we don't have enough time, so let me quickly explain. So, Alhaji Issa Bawa was actually heading to, his hometown, that's Sokoto, when he was adopted by kidnappers, right? Now, this happened in July this year. So, after like few days, there was a video that came out, that was released on the internet. And this video contained him, that's Alhaji now, begging the government, begging the president, the government, and all the government now in Sokoto, his friends and all of that they should please come to his aid, that the kidnappers are requesting for the ransom of 1 billion naira. Yeah, 1 billion naira. Now, there was no response from the president, there was no response from his friend, there was no response. The matter was more like it kind of died down, right? Now, only for us to find out that okay, they have actually now killed him, because I mean the deadline that was given as passed, and yeah. So now they have killed him. Only for the president to come out and say, oh, with this we are going to take action and all of that. So it now begs a question: why haven't then been action like from the initials? Do you get what I'm saying? If I say something wrong in this platform right now, or if anybody, I mean, you hear cases of anybody that says something against the government in the on social media, right? Before you know, you've heard that this person is arrested. Before you know, now this person has been found. So I don't know how these kidnappers have not been found till now. What do you have to say to this?
Honestly, it's quite saddening because topics like this hit close to home, because it has happened to a family member of mine, and it was, oh my God, it was heart-wrenching. I'm just so happy that we were able to come up with the sum and have him released. Oh my God. So it's quite sad because cases like this, kidnapping cases, you have to respond as fast as possible. Yes. So now hearing that nothing was done, oh, it's so bad, honestly, so bad. I feel so sorry for his family. I am extending my condolences. It's very, very bad. No. I don't. It really, really hits close to home. I won't lie.
Yeah, just as she has just said, it hits close to home, and it's a very sensitive issue to us. It's not something we really want to indulge in. It's just painful. But the only thing I just have to say is that R.I.P. to the dead, and
oh my God,
yeah, that's it.
Yes, and quicker responses.
Yes,
is the preferred way to go when it comes to things like this, to save lives.
What
about his son?
To look for
yes. What about his son?
We didn't hear anything about
his son.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad. Honestly, this is
we'll be all right in this country.
Yes, yes. I pray for all of us and our lives, honestly, because the way things are going. We really need the strong grace of God to keep us going, honestly.
True. All right, so before you came, there's this video we play from the initials, right? So we'll get the video on right now so that we can know which of us is Olodo in this table. Please, let's get the video on, please.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Thank God you guys are sisters, so now I'm going to answer. It says, who is your father's only sister's sister-in-law?
Father's only sister.
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Father's only sister. Sister. So I think she should be like, when I'm married, my husband sister is her father's sister-in-law. I don't know.
Okay,
so he's
okay. Let's go again.
Okay.
Who is your father's only sister? So, like my daddy now, right?
Okay.
His sister-in-law.
Okay, that's the.
Okay, I'm listening.
Sister-in-law. Okay, that's the sister of
Her mother.
his.
Am I right?
The sister of his sister's.
I love this.
The sister of his sister's husband. Isn't that it?
That's
Okay.
what I said.
So let's. I think we have to be very practical so that we don't sister brother ourselves now.
Okay.
So, your father, your father's sister, right? Your father's sister-in-law.
That's it now. Okay, for instance, now, like right now, her father is my brother, right?
Yes.
Now, I am married and my husband's sister is her father's sister-in-law. Yeah.
Is that not?
Me, I would actually say is my mother, actually.
How is that?
Let's get the answers up.
I don't understand. I don't understand. My mother, why?
Wow.
So this is it here. My father, right, his sister. Now, my father's sister is like, okay, how do I even explain it now?
Okay, can you use the both of us as an example? Because her father is my brother, so.
Okay. So
her. Exactly, because
Wait,
she's my father's sister.
okay, so your daddy's. I'm confused right now.
No, my dad. This is her sister.
His
Yes.
sister.
Okay, then sister-in-law.
Okay, her mom is my sister-in-law then.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, you got us on that one. You got us.
I mean, it has been an interesting one with you guys.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you very
Okay,
much.
let's go back just a bit, 1 minute, right, on Big Brother.
Okay.
What do you think about the show itself? When it started, it started during the time where they wanted to there was protests already. There was already, yeah. Oh, you people didn't know.
We
Can you imagine these people? This is where we're cruising.
I heard about it.
Yeah, during the time
Honestly.
it started worse. During the time, I mean, where protest was actually on it, and everybody wanted to go and protest and all of that. And everybody's like, "Why is this show coming at this time?" It's just if you remember what happened in the during 20 NSAS as well.
yes.
That's exactly what happened during the time when NSAS wanted to start was where Big Brother wanted to start. So everybody's like, "No, this show is supposed to be on a hold." So in 1 minute, I would want to hear your perspective on what Big Brother is about. Like, what you think about the show?
I think Big Brother is not bad. Big Brother is actually very nice. And he kind of helps you, elevates you from 0 to 1,000 in a snap.
Oh wow.
So I think probably maybe their timing might not be okay, but apart from that, it's okay. I'm talking about the timing prior to what you said about the protests and everything. But apart from that, it's not that deep. Big Brother is a very, very good one.
How about you?
Okay, it's actually quite unfortunate, the timing. Because I feel like they had already planned everything.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, so the show had to go on. If not, a lot of things might have gone wrong. So, but it's quite sad that it happened, at that particular time where everybody wanted to go out and protest. But apart from that, Big Brother, I feel is very entertaining. A lot of people love Big Brother, let's not lie. And it's not only entertaining, it's very educative. If you watch, there are a lot of tasks that are given in the house that you find out that people's true, stars, come out to play, people's talents come out to play, and you would actually learn a lot if you take your time to watch Big Brother, honestly.
All right, so we've come to the end of this show. I mean, I can't wait to do this with you again next week. Until then, keep slaying.